5 steps to set the goals in 2023. Hi, my name is Dr. Meghana Dikshit. I'm the author of the book You Matter and Brain and Performance Expert. If you're new to this channel, subscribe to it, hit the bell icon, and let's get ready to start setting our goals in 2023. If you're ready, type ready in the comment section. So let's understand. Many of us have seen this and experienced this in our lives that you set the goals and sometimes you don't achieve them. You are all dedicated, you have all the good intentions, you work hard, but it somehow does not last beyond a week, 2 weeks, or maximum a month. So let's understand why it happens to you. Maybe there is something that you can do while setting the goals that might change the entire trajectory of you achieving them. So the step number 1 to set your goals. You have to have immense clarity about setting your goals and not just setting your goals in one area of your life. Most of the people, when it comes to setting the goals, they set the goals for their career or money. But you forget that there are 8 areas of your life. It's very important that you look at all these 8 areas: your health, your relationships, your career, your money, your time, your personal happiness, your personal growth, your fun and recreation. All these 8 areas are extremely important for you to have clarity in them and set goals in them. Because when you're setting goals for all of these areas, it doesn't matter big or small, but having the clarity of what you want in this year about all of these areas will give you immense strength to build your life. Because as a human being, we are not dependent on one area of our life. Maybe our school and culture has taught us all the time that you focus on your career or money and then your life will fall in place. But in action, it doesn't happen like that. Unless and until you have your health and relationships goal, your personal growth goals, your happiness goals, your recreation goals, it won't work for you. I'm sure you have ridden a bicycle. And as in the bicycle, there are many spokes on the wheel. Even 1 or 2 spokes are broken. You cannot ride the bicycle properly. Similarly, our life has a wheel, and all of these 8 areas are extremely important for us to live our life with fulfillment and satisfaction. So the most important part that you need to understand is write these all 8 areas of your life and bring clarity in your space. How does your life look like if you achieve those goals? If you get to the next level in this year? And to begin with, if you may have this challenge that you do not have the clarity about everything, that's all right too. You must know what you don't want in your life. The first step that you need to understand is what you do not like, what you do not want in those areas of your life. Make a list of your don'ts, and that's a good beginning. Once you make the list of your don'ts, sit down and look at what is the exact opposite of those don'ts. Like, let's take an example, okay? You do not like the way your health is, or maybe the way it is, or maybe you do not like, you feel lethargic. Now, if you made a list of that, okay, I don't like my energy levels are, I don't like the way I feel lazy, I procrastinate, or maybe, I do not exercise every day. Now, this is something that you are written the don't list. Now write the exact opposite of what you want list or what you do list. So suppose you do not exercise is something you don't want, then you exercise is what you want. So just write the exact opposite list of what you do not want in your life and do it for every area of your life. Where do you want your health to be? Where do you want your relationships to be? Relationships, look at all the relationships. Your personal relationships, your social relationships, your professional relationships. Where do you want them to go this year? Your career, your money. How do you want to spend your time? All of us have 24 hours. Then why some of us are extremely productive in our 24 hours and are becoming successful, and why some of us are struggling? So write about your time. How would you like to invest your 24 hours to then go ahead in your life? What about your happiness? How are you going to build your happiness this year? What is your personal growth? Every individual must have a goal to increase their personal growth. That means your learning goals. What are some of the courses? What are some of the workshops? What are some of the things that you're going to do this year to make yourself a better person? increasing your skill set, increasing your personal powers, increasing your personal branding. What is it that you want to do in your personal growth? What about your fun and recreation? Would there be some travel goals this year? What exactly you want in all of these 8 areas of your life? Maybe you can add the 9th area as well, which is the area of contribution or charity. Whom would you like to help this year? And if you have the clarity on all of these areas, that's the first step to preparing to set massive and powerful goals so that you take your life to 10x this year. Step number 2. Now that you've got the clarity, you must know, just knowing what you want to achieve in your next year is not going to help you. What you need to also have is your action plan in place. Action goals are very, very important. Otherwise, your goals that you've written down just now are just going to be the dreams. It's not going to become a reality. So how do you make an action plan? The first thing that you need to understand to make an action plan is a mindset. Tony Robbins always says this: your success is 80% mindset and 20% your skills. 80% mindset. So whatever you have accomplished till now is not going to help you to achieve the next level of your goals. So you got to change your mindset and align it with what you want for this year. Remember, what got you here is not going to get you there. So you must have your mindset action plan. How are you going to work on your mindset? What are going to be your morning routines? What are going to be your evening routines? What is going to be your plan of action every single day to improvise your mindset? Is it meditation? Is it gratitude journal? Is it thought journal? Are you going to, work on yourself by taking care of your emotions? What is it exactly that you're going to do, and you're going to do every single day? The second thing in the action plan you must know is the milestones. Now, you may want to lose 20 kilos of weight this year, but what are the milestones? Where do you want to be in the first week, second week, third week, after a month? It's very important to have the milestones in front of you. Remember, you cannot climb Mount Everest in one day. It always starts small and then it becomes big. So what's going to be your milestone? The third thing that you need to do is having an accountability partner. A lot of times people fail to achieve their goals because they try to do it all alone. Now, you cannot do things all alone. We are human beings, and human beings have never done things alone. Maybe your education system has taught you that if you're taking help from somebody, it's weakness. But that's not a weakness. Remember, everything that you mastered in your life, you mastered with the help of somebody else. Success is a team sport. So you need to understand, if you want to master something, who's going to be your accountability partner? Are you going to join some community which has a common goal? Are you going to share it with your friend who's going to help you do it? Are you going to surround yourself with people, those who are going to be accountable for you, with you, to achieve that goal? The next thing that you need to understand to do the action goal is hire a coach. Whichever area you are improvising or you want to improve, having a coach for yourself will always going to give you a 99% guarantee to achieve your goals. This is my personal favorite. The moment I set my goals, I look for the best people in that area and I simply hire them to help me achieve my milestones easily. The next step into your action plan has to be review. How are you going to review where you have reached? Time and again you have to review, maybe sometimes weekly, maybe sometimes fortnightly, maybe sometimes monthly. But the review is very, very important while you're working towards your next level. If you don't review, suddenly you will end up seeing yourself after 3 months and 6 months that you have not progressed. Why is it important to review? When you track progress, your brain sees something very beautiful and your brain starts releasing little bit, that dopamine or the reward hormones that makes you feel good about taking that action. And every time you look at your progress, you suddenly start feeling motivated. It's very important to track the progress. And if there is no progress or if there is something that's not working for you, maybe when you review, you can change it. Now, once you have reviewed it, the next step under the action plan is reward. We all are kids internally. and we all love to get rewarded when we make that little progress. So, how are you going to reward yourself? I want you to write down a few things that you would like to reward yourself with that go in alignment with your goal. In my book, I have mentioned 100 ways that you can reward yourself and celebrate your progress. Celebration is a very, very important part of achieving your goals. Don't wait for the year end to celebrate. Celebrate every single day. If you haven't yet checked my book, then the link is in the description. If you would like, you can buy it and you can go through all the areas that you can set your goals with. Not just set the goals, but also achieve them successfully, massively, permanently, and consistently. Now that you have got the clarity, you've also written down your action plan. The third point comes is, how do you make sure that you have in your environment what you need? I love designing vision boards, which align me with my goals. If you haven't learned how to do the vision boards, then just check out my video which I have done on how to make a vision board. Create your vision board. Make calendars. Do it online or you can do it physical planners. Whatever works for you. Make sure that in your calendars you've written down all your action plans. And also remember to keep the rest days. Plan your rest in advance. When you plan your rest in advance, your brain goes into a very beautiful space. Because what happens is a lot of people procrastinate, not because they don't want to achieve their goals or not because they're lazy. Most people procrastinate because they do not take rest. And then, when you don't plan your rest, your brain goes on a rest at a, unalarming, untimely space, and then you get stuck that you feel that you're procrastinating. You get into that vicious cycle. So plan your rest days. The fourth step that you must understand to take care of yourself and your goals is taking care of your environment. Declutter your environment. Look around right now. Pause this video, look around right now. What do you see in your environment? Is this environment inspiring, motivating to achieve your goals? Do you have those specific books or those articles, those things in your space that inspire you to align you with your goals? Declutter your environment with those things and also declutter your environment with the people. Those are not serving you to achieve your goals. Let's take an example. Suppose this year you want to quit smoking. And unfortunately, you have 5 of your best friends smoking. Now tell me something, if you're trying to quit smoking, can you ever quit smoking? People around you being smokers. So you're going to be very vigilant about what people are doing around you. Is it aligning to your goals? Now I understand the question mark would be, but what about my family members? I get this question very often. Now yes, I understand. Do not abandon your family members because they don't understand your goals. But you see, your family members may be 5 or 10 people, those who do not understand you. But you can always create a community of people outside. And there's a reason I told you earlier also, hire a coach. Most coaches have their own community. You get exposed to the community of people, those who are accountable and those who are aligned with your goals. So find that community of people, those who can help you achieve your goals faster. Let your family be there. You don't need to do anything about it. Just keep adding people in your life, those who support you more. Step number 5. Eliminate fears and anxious thoughts. Make sure that you eliminate social media, which doesn't serve you. Look at your channels that you follow. And if those channels are not really helping you to build your goals, it's time to declutter them. Declutter is a very, very important part of achieving your goals. It's not just what you want in your life, it's also what you want to delete from your life. How would you like to clean up what doesn't serve you? Unless you empty your cup, you will not be able to fill it up with more things. So how are you going to declutter? Which is very, very important. Eliminate. What are your non-negotiables? That you have to write down and you have to start taking small steps at a time. These are my 5 steps to set the goals and achieve them massively. Let me know which one you're starting with. Which step are you on? Or maybe which step were you missing so many years? So I would love to know your views on this video. Let me know in the comment section. What do you think? How are you going to work on your goals this year? And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, share it with at least 10 people, and let's build a community of powerful champions. And together, let's achieve our goals in 2023.